Hi guys, welcome to ARIVU channel. In the last video, we have completed 3 tokens like identifiers, keywords and literals. Now let's discuss operators. So what are operators? Operators are special symbols. Operators are used to perform operations on operands. Okay, what are operands? The value that the operator operates on is called the operand. Okay. Let's take this example. Here 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So this is called the expression. So what is expression? Combination of operands and operator that forms a single result is called the expression. Okay, here 4 is the left operand, 5 is the right operand. In between these operands we have the plus symbol. This is called the operator. Okay, after the addition of left and right operands, we will get the result is 9. Okay, then we will discuss the types of operators: arithmetic, comparison, logical, bitwise, ternary and assignment operators. In this video, we will discuss arithmetic and comparison operators. What are the arithmetic operators? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment operator and decrement operator. Let's take the example. Here I have created one package. Package name is operators package. Inside this package I have created the class. Class name is arithmetic CLS, and inside this class I have created the main method. Okay, here I have created the variables and I have initialized the variables. Okay, num1, num2, sum, sub, mult, div, mod, result and num. Okay, these are all the variables. Data type of these variables int only. Here I want to display the num1 and num2 values using the println method. So these two statements are used to display the num1 and num2 values. Okay, now here addition of two numbers and subtraction of two numbers, multiplication of num1 and num2 and division of num1 and num2. Division returns the quotient value. Okay, it returns only the float, and modulus returns the remainder of the division of num1 and num2. Okay, now what this operator will do? The value of num will be incremented first, and then the incremented value will be stored inside the result. This is called the pre-increment because the incrementation process is happened first and then the assignment process will be happened. Okay, that's why we can call it as the pre-increment operator. Okay, and here what happens? Num and then the increment operator. This is called the post-increment. So what happens here? Here the value of num, that is that 5 value will be stored inside the result, and then the value of num will be incremented by 1. That's why we can call it as, this is the post increment operator. Pre-decrement operator. So what happens here? Here the value of num is 17. So pre-decrement means first the value of num will be decremented by 1. That is 16. That 16 only will be stored inside the result variable. Okay. Here what happens? Post decrement. What operator is this? Post decrement operator. Okay. So here what is the value of num? 14. That 14 will be stored inside the result variable first, and then the value of num will be decremented by 1. Got it? That's why we can call it as, this is the post decrement operator. So let me execute this one. Num1 and num2. Num1 is 102, num2 is 20. Next, sum of num1 and num2, 122. Subtraction of num1 and num2, 82. 102 minus 20, 82. And multiplication of num1 and num2. So 102 into 20, 2040. And division of num1 and num2. So 102 divided by 20, the quotient value 5, and modulus operator returns the remainder of division of num1 and num2. So it returns 2. Okay, so plus num. What happens here? The num value will be incremented first. That value will be stored inside the result. So what is the result value now? 11. Okay, and here num is 5. Here post increment operator I have used. So what is the value of result? First the value of num will be stored inside the result. So what is the value of num? 5 only. So here we got 5, and then the value of num will be incremented by 1. So what is the value of num now? 5 plus 6. So this is the num value. And then here pre-decrement operator. What is the value of num? 17. So minus 17. Pre-decrement means first the value is decremented, and the decremented value will be stored inside the result. So what is the value of result? 16. So I got 16 here. Post decrement means what happens? What is the value of num? 14. That 14 will be stored inside the result first, and then the value of num is decremented by 1. So here I got 14 for result and 13 for num. So we have completed all the arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment and decrement operators. The next one, comparison operators. So what is the usage of comparison operators? These operators are used to compare two values. Here this is your left operand, this is your right operand. Okay, in between these two operands we have the comparison operator. So this comparison operator is used to compare these two values. Okay, so what are the comparison operators? Equal to, and exclamation with equal means not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, let's take this example. Comparison operator is also known as relational operators. Okay, this is my package name. Inside this package I have created the class name is relation CLS. Inside the relational CLS I have created the main method. I have created two integer type variables, num1 and num2. I have given 100 to num1 and 28 to num2. Here I have used the relational operators, greater than. So num1 is greater than num2 means it returns the boolean value. Boolean values are true or false. Okay, this relational operator returns the boolean values true or false. So after the evaluation of this expression, what we will get? Let me execute this one. True only, because num1 holds 100, num2 holds 28. So 100 is greater than 28. So it returns true. And num1 less than num2. So 100 less than 28. It returns false only. Okay, and greater than or equal to. So what is the difference between this greater than and greater than or equal to? Here num2 value is included. Okay, here num2 value is not included. This is the difference. Okay, so here num1 greater than or equal to num2 means what happens? It returns true. 100 less than or equal to 28 returns false. Num1 holds 100, num2 holds 28. So 100 double equal 28. It returns false. 100 not equal to 28. It returns true. Okay, so these are all belongs to which category? Relational operators or comparison operators. Why we need these operators? If we want to compare two operands or two variables or two values, we can use this type of operators. Got it? So in this session we have completed two operators, arithmetic operators and then the comparison operators. I hope you all understand up to this. If you have any doubts, drop the message on the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.